What's good, y'all? Hope everybody's living well and staying blessed. It's your boy Marcus B. As always, I'm with the one and only Mr. Evan Simmons and new guy Kris. This is episode 34?
33.
33. Episode 33. And we're mad confused right now because the episode we just did was wild. We talk about all sorts of things. We start with education, as we often do. We start talking about Russians and my views on them. They're not bad. I just think they're built different. We talk about sports and the illegitimacy that is golf. It was a fun podcast. Mad laughs. I broke Evan once. I think I got Kris once. Evan got me once. I hope you guys enjoy the episode. As always, if you like what we're doing out here, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, share it to all the homies. We're at 98. 2 more people until we break that hundo. So if you can get it out to the people, it'd be much appreciated. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Peace. What's going on, dog? How you doing?
I'm doing good, I guess. Yeah. Right.
Hard to tell.
I don't know, man. Like, it's such a like, it's a strange time, but I'm comfortable with it now. I'm just like,
yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think that's the only way you can be.
Right.
Like people that are still bugging out about everything. I'm
yeah.
Just like,
if you're still freaking out now, like, what are you doing? Stop.
Come on. Like, we're 6 weeks deep. Some people are like 9 weeks deep into the school year. Like, how you still not got to figure it out, dog?
Like, do what you can, and we'll make it through, and it'll be fine.
It'll be all right.
Like, it's not as bad as we think it is.
Yeah.
As bad as it is.
Yeah, I had a mad real conversation with my first period class today.
Oh, yeah?
Upper battery, yeah. I straight up, like, I just kind of, like, laid out where I was at. And I told him, I was like, I'm not, like, thinking about moving schools. I'm thinking about, like, not teaching. And all of them were like, what? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at now. And just, like, because I was talking to him about, like, with that group in particular. Like, that's obviously, like, all my upperclassmen.
Yeah.
And I was like, going down the line, I was like, we've been together 2.5 years, 2.5 years, 2.5 years, 2.5 years, year and a half, 2.5 years, because I taught you in 8th grade, and for 4 months we played eighth notes, and that was it. It wasn't even syncopated eighth notes. It was just eighth notes.
Right.
And then the kid at the end, I'm like, you moved in. You're trying to figure it out. Whatever. But I was like, because we were like, what popped it off was just like rehearsal etiquette.
Yeah.
Super stock stuff. Just like, like, we've been over this for 2.5 years. Like,
yeah. Like, there should
I ain't saying nothing new.
Yeah, this isn't new information I'm giving you. If it was new information, then we would, I'd be like, all right, it's new.
Yeah. And then I tell them that always. I'm just like, I'm not going to get mad at you for something I didn't teach you. And they're just like, yeah, come on, Dan.
All right.
Yeah. Like I think, regardless of if that's quote unquote professional.
Yeah.
To like have with your students, I don't know.
I personally wouldn't say so, but
I mean, obviously you wouldn't say so,
yeah.
But I've done many of things that are in the guise of unprofessionalism, but I think it's just more humanizing.
Yeah. It definitely makes you more like, it's more of a human moment with them, like, rather than like a teacher moment.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you make me want to quit my job. Like that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's definitely a more human thing than because if it was like for instance, if it was you're working at Whataburger and your like boss is like a huge tool, like you'd be like, hey, you make me want to quit my job.
Yeah.
That's it. it's a deeper conversation then.
But yeah, like you're the closest one to like just being in high school. Like what would that be like for you? Like if a teacher told you that.
Like what you...
If a teacher told you, like, you make me want to quit my job.
Oh.
And to be very clear, it wasn't like just you. I wasn't just being like,
yeah,
everything else is perfect.
Yeah.
You 6 individuals make me want to quit. I'm just like, yo, this year is super rough. Everything sucks. I'm mad stressed all the time. And then you guys are like cherry on top of just like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Like just in this situation of like what's going on right now?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not sure because I feel that a lot of people are in that mentality of like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to give up, or
right.
Because everything's shut down. Like,
I mean,
it's easy to quit right now.
Right. That's totally true. Like, I definitely had like a moment during like quarantine time where I was like, I could go back to not teaching. Like, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think that's also part of it. Is just like
having that moment to be like, oh, I don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah. But then I have this unsettled feeling of like, well, then why did I just spend the last 9 years of my life?
I mean, like
getting through this.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's also one of those things of like, you spend all that time on it, and then you realize you're not happy doing it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you going to spend the next 40 years of your life doing something you don't want to do?
For sure. And I definitely told myself from the jump, I was like, I never want to be the
sad bad band director.
Yeah, just like go through the motions type dude. It's like, I hope I'm emotionally aware enough to be like, this ain't it anymore, dog.
Right.
It's time to bounce.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's my least favorite thing is seeing like I don't actually want to do this, but it's my only option right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, because it's not your only option. You could, I mean, the professor of saxophone at U of H, he just quit his job to go be a coder. Dude's been playing saxophone for the last like 20 years, and was just like, I'm gonna go code.
I'm good.
Like you can not do this job.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It's not anything. I mean, but it is a matter of like, if you, like, next year, if you want it, like if you still want to do well at it, then do it.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a whole other conversation. But I was just like, I've felt the need to, and this is the weird thing, man. It's because it's like being more emotionally aware. Like we were talking about this yesterday.
Right.
Just being more emotionally aware of like where I'm at in life. And, you know, most therapists, it's like, if you can confront the issue that you're having, you should. It's like, it puts us in a weird spot. It's like, well, the issue I'm having is children.
Right.
And then, like you're saying, it's like, it's viewed as unprofessional to talk to children that way, but it's also like, for my mental stability, I need to address the children.
Right, yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, it's weird. I definitely don't think I can get away with that in like Leander.
Or
any of those schools.
Like there's definitely a level of realism. Like, it's funny, like I feel like the realness I've gotten to do here in Temple has been such a good like release for like teaching, because before I was like so focused on like pedagogy and like how does this band class go, like I'd be like, actually you can just like you can worry about pedagogy, but also like the people, like you can, and you know, having some hood kids is definitely
hood kids are important, man. Hood kids are important to have.
They make life fun. But yeah, I mean, like it's definitely it's a conversation you can't have everywhere.
Yeah.
I definitely think that having those kind of conversations helps a lot with, I don't really know the word, but like it's gonna kind of sound kind of mean, but realizing that teachers are human.
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids go to the school with the mentality of like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And then you see teachers, and a lot of kids are like, I don't like you. Like, I remember when I was little, and I first saw a teacher. I saw a teacher at one of the parties I was having with my parents' friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like,
What?
They do this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I thought they just graded it 24/7.
Lived at the school.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. I think that's a real thing, and
I feel like I'm kind of hot. I don't know.
Yeah, let's say
a little
like
bit.
we all sound kind of a little loud. I don't know.
Kris, spit your gum out or swallow it. A, because it's super picked up on the mic, but also B, it makes me want to punch you. And I wish I wasn't this way, but I am. What are we doing here, dog? Get together.
I was so confused. I was like, is there a trash can behind there?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, what's happening?
It's a little small trash can.
Little tiny trash can.
My little office can.
Why is it your office can over there?
Well,
Okay,
that's
but was
where
it
all the
like
electronics are?
band director pet peeve or just chewing pet peeve?
A life pet peeve. Like I used to get into fights in middle school about homies chewing with their mouth open.
I should really.
So like any semblance of it, like I die on the inside. But then also just like super obnoxious, like if you're listening to this in like earphones, and that's the part that people don't get because when I was playing video games over quarantine, people would be like munching on chips and stuff, and they're just like, bro, it's not that bad. I'm like, no, it is, because you're literally like the mic is up on your face, and like I hear all of it, and it's like inside my ear.
Yeah.
It's not in front of me. It's inside of me. Please mute your mic. Unhealthily, like it's unhealthy frustration. I understand this.
Like, you seem pretty mad about this.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I do that, but like I ask beforehand, like, hey, I'm gonna have a snack. Do you care or?
And I appreciate you. I'm always gonna say yes. Please mute your mic. But I know I'm in. I don't think I'm in the vast minority, but I am in a minority.
People
For
that
sure.
just don't.
That cannot tolerate it.
Yeah, I mean.
Because I don't think like it's like a like either you can tolerate it or you can't tolerate it. Like it's like a black and white. I think there's like people like me who like any semblance of it wants to fight.
That might be like 10%.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of people in the middle. It's like I don't like it, but it doesn't bother me enough to say something.
That's me. Like it bothers me when I hear mouth sounds, but also I got more stuff to worry about than mouth sounds. Like
You're right.
mouth sounds. It sounds like a bad version of Pet Sounds.
So it sounds like a poor band name.
Yeah, mouth sounds. We are mouth sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that a metal band?
Yeah, either that or a vocal group, like a vocal jazz group.
Dude, that might be like a ska band.
Oh yeah,
It could be a ska band.
is
Mouth
ska,
sounds.
is ska still a thing?
I think so. I got a homie down in San Antonio.
Like, are white kids in the suburbs still like jigging around?
Jigging around.
Got trumpets and trombones and just.
Well, apparently, I saw somebody, like, I think it was that dude that's like in a ska band in San Antonio. He posted like a screenshot of a tweet about like an e-girl. He was like, e-girls are finally are slowly figuring out what ska is, and like the tweet was just like, oh, you found this new band. Oh, is that a trumpet in the background? Come on.
Whoa.
Oh, is that a saxophone too? Go ahead.
Wow.
I was just like, oh man, you.
You just found out who Fish is? Come on.
Ugh, Fish.
Yeah, that's ska's a thing. I'm glad I didn't get into it. I had friends that were like, check it out. I was like, no.
I like the music. I hate the scene.
I don't really know the scene too, but like besides like the flip flops and just kicking around.
The scene is like they look the same as like punks.
Yeah.
But they add color to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just like really like.
So like punk is old Hot Topic,
right?
And ska is new Hot Topic.
I haven't seen Hot Topic since I became an adult.
That's also fair. That's fair.
No,
I've never been into one, so.
Yeah, it's.
That's also fair.
It's an experience.
I'm gonna judge you a little bit.
No,
but it's just kind of like mostly because like a vast majority of my middle school and high school was spent in a Hot Topic.
Why?
I had a lot of white friends, man. What you want from me?
Like, what is it?
It's
a clothing store for. It used to be like just like a clothing store for like goth kids,
right? But then it became more like here's some punk stuff, here's some like pop stuff. Then they started doing like toys, and like it became more of like a
yeah. It's
kind of like followed like not nerd culture, like that like the weird kid culture. It kind of followed that, basically, like goth to punk to like pop punk and ska. Now
once they brought pop punk in, it's been going downhill ever since.
Yeah,
man.
It got nerdy, and then it got like Doctor Who-ish. And
yeah, Doctor Who. I don't get it. I don't get the appeal.
I've never seen it, so.
I tried watching one episode, but I was like, I'm good.
Of course, I watched most of it.
Of course, you did. It's all his white friends.
Yeah. Oh no, actually, this is like entirely on my own accord.
I'm gonna still blame it on your white friends.
It popped up on Netflix when I was like in high school.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, weird like sci-fi show. Let's watch it.
Is it sci-fi?
Yeah.
I mean,
entirely sci-fi.
Technically, it's sci-fi, but that doesn't meet my standards of sci-fi.
What?
It's just about like time travel. Actually, I have no idea what this show's about. I have no idea what this show's about.
That's right, but like that's science fiction.
Yeah, it's like one outlet of science fiction. Then technically, Back to the Future is science fiction.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Science fiction is Star Wars and Star Trek and
that's not all
Avatar.
science fiction. Avatar.
Yeah, the blue people, not the bad.
Oh,
That's not all that sci-fi is. Like.
I know it's not.
Stop.
But that's what I believe it to be.
No.
And I don't think you can really convince me.
I will. I will certainly convince you.
Go ahead, get your argument.
Okay, first of all, the amount of science stuff that goes into a Doctor Who episode is insane. Number one, like time travel. Let's just talk about wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. Get all that time stuff going on.
Yeah, everything you just said makes me want to punch you.
I know.
And I know that's directly from the show.
I know. Square right here,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like, you just want to just...
Also the fact that you, like, stuttered on it.
Yeah. Couldn't say wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. It's hard to say.
And you said it again, and the feeling didn't go away.
Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey. Yeah, it's not... It was one thing that, like, the actor Matt Smith said, and then it became, like, a T-shirt. Like,
yeah, I hate it.
It's really like they have robot let's talk about the Daleks. And then I haven't watched the show since college, because then when I moved to my dorm in college was the honors hall.
Yeah.
So like all the big nerds, like too much. They were like, "Oh, let's have a Doctor Who watching party," and then I went down to one of them, and too many of them smelled. So I was like, "All right, time to go."
That's fair.
So I just stopped watching. But yeah, no, there's a lot more, and even that, like any science thing, like would you consider like Frankenstein science fiction?
Nah.
That's like the original work of science fiction. Science makes fiction. That's like the definition.
Yeah.
Of like,
nah.
What do you call that then? That's a good story.
Yeah, that's a good story. That's a good time. Shout out Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh.
I don't know why. but I can't. I just like I don't accept like I acknowledge that I don't have like a genre to put it in, but I can't allow it into the.
I'm not saying
sci-fi.
every movie has to be in a genre, but when you have a clear like science,
I don't think it's clear. Just because they time travel, I don't think that's clear.
No, what? But they're traveling through time.
All right.
Like, now if they were just like
Is Marvel sci-fi?
Yes.
I would call it comic book. Comic book and sci-fi to me are two, like, different things.
I would still call it sci-fi. I mean, look at the Hulk. Like, gaming radiation is sci-fi, but becoming a giant beast from it, that's fiction.
Right.
So.
But then you have, like, magic and stuff in there, too. And you got, like, Doctor Strange and all that stuff. So it's, like...
That is true.
Like, then you start mixing genres and stuff like that. That's why I call it, like, comic book. Because it's just, like...
Oh, I just remembered. Speaking of Star Wars, did y'all see the first Star Wars, like, actual lightsaber was made?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is making me happy.
That's terrifying.
Oh.
Nah.
It's like the first proto saber where they have like the backpack and everything. I don't know if you know what it is.
That's...
Don't like that.
That makes me...
If you look up, I think it's Hacksmith or something like that. Maybe. Are you looking it up?
Yeah. You said Hacksmith?
I think that's what it is.
Hacksmith lightsaber.
First retractable plasma lightsaber.
Oh.
Science fiction is
So
extended
that's-
science. That's terrifying.
That's amazing. That gives
And they
me,
could put different gas in it to change the color.
that gives me joy. Oh, that gives me joy.
So that's technically not science fiction now, a lightsaber. If you think about it.
So all we gotta do is get some midichlorians in our blood, and we Jedi up in here.
Jedi it up.
I blame the Jedi for my lack of attachment to people. It was a thought I had a couple of days ago. And I was like, is that a problem? Maybe. I don't know.
A little bit.
Yeah, no, I definitely was like, when Yoda was like, attachment leads to love leads to jealousy leads to hate. I'm botching it right now. And then hate leads to anger leads to like whatever. And I was like,
I'm really mad that you botched that line. I can't remember what the line is, but it's a great line.
he does a bunch of downs.
Yeah.
And it just ends up
To the dark side.
exactly. No, hate leads to suffering. That's what it ends with. I know it leads to hate leads to suffering. So I was like, okay then, all right. So
I just won't be attached. Be gone, people.
I was like, all right, cool. That sounds good to me. Let's try it. And yeah, now we're here. I don't know why. That's
dark, cuz.
I know. That's whatever.
That's super dark.
I'll get past it. Figure it out later. That's for later, Evan, to figure out.
Future Evan, take care of it.
Let's talk about future you.
Oof.
Okay, past you.
Yeah.
Is he helping you out right now?
Nah.
No. Like I look at past me. This is something I just got from this I don't know why I started. I liked this The Art of Manliness. It's a website that they tell a bunch of manly stuff. Some of it's just like
Is it like good?
Yeah, you know.
Stuff, or is it like that pretentious? Quick detour. Do you remember the show The Pickup Artist?
I remember the show. I don't think I like watched it, but it was on like Spike TV, wasn't it? Yeah.
Man, that was a garbage show. That dude made so much money off of just being a garbage human being.
You know what show was worse? And I think these people are trash people. The show Next.
Oh man,
God.
yo, that was a great show. Old MTV.
I think anyone who was on that show is a trash
Old
person.
MTV. Come on, bro. Parental Control.
God.
What was the room one?
You're talking about the not Real House.
No, they would like the girl would go through like 3 dudes' rooms and then pick a dude based off the room.
I don't remember that one.
Bro, old MTV, do you know any of the shows we're talking about?
Absolutely.
No?
Let's say like that's.
Well, A, I know you're a little country, but B, you might be a little young. But old MTV, like, what, 2008?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, around 2008. Like,
I'm saying you were like 7. Like,
yeah, 2005, 2008. Wildin' with these shows. They were coming out. The first one we're talking about was Next. Straight up, there's like 5 dudes on a bus. A girl's outside. Walk off the bus one at a time. And either she's like, all right, we can go on a date. Or just, next. And then homie just goes back on the bus.
like, wasn't like the thing was like the amount of time you were with her is how much money you got?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they were just always like the worst people, like the worst, like Jersey, like.
Yeah, the amount of hype getting off the bus and like everything that they would say like on like the pre-screening.
Connor, I'm 23. I really like to drink beer. I like to party on the weekends, and I hate sending emails. Like, shut up, Connor. Shut up. Like,
and then you'd get off the bus and Veronica would be like, next.
Veronica.
And he'd be like, man, whatever. And he'd have to go walk up on the bus 2 seconds after leaving, and then all the dudes clown on him.
Walking off with his
with
his cargo shorts, just flipping her off. Like,
yeah,
she's got her highlights. Like, God.
That's like, I feel like that's modern time where it's like a guy hits a girl up and they deny the guy and they're like, fine, I don't want you anyway. You were ugly.
Right.
Yeah. It was that, but on a TV show and in person. Parental Control was that the room one? No, Parental Control was when the parents hated the current boyfriend.
So they would try to set him up with another.
Yeah, so they'd set him up on 3 dates, and then the kid would sit with the parents watching the dates. It was wild.
The boyfriend would watch it?
Yeah. So like let's say like me and Evan were like your parents, and like you're dating homegirl, and we hate homegirl, so we're gonna set you up with 3 girls, and then homegirl's gonna sit and watch you on 3 dates with me and him. As you get to, dude,
that has to be the most like
mad uncomfortable.
You sit there and watch this. And the person would always get like super mad, like as they were like flirting with.
Yeah, dude, because they would just start flirting with them, like getting handsy and stuff. Like,
what are you doing?
Yeah, wild. I swear there was one that had to do with rooms.
I don't remember.
I can't remember
off the top of my head.
Yeah, dude, early MTV, wild. But yeah, that show, The Pickup Artist.
Yeah.
The premise. This dude wrote a book. And again, this was that early 2000s. There you go with that face again. I did you the favor and I looked away.
I need you to like decrease your things that bother you.
This is the thing. Not much bothers me, but the things that do.
It seems like there's a lot that bothers you.
Nah, it's just his face and chewing gum. Chewing with your mouth open.
Half this podcast.
And eating in the mic.
That's in
like
of the eating like
30 minutes.
I love how Kris is just going in.
Hey, you know what, Kris? Shut up, all right? I'm trying to explain this terrible thing to you, and I feel like I'm being attacked, and I don't appreciate that. I sign your paychecks. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, what?
Paychecks?
If you're signing them, I'm not getting them.
Me and Kris both looked at each other like, wait, what? Are you getting paid?
You getting paid? Wait, why's the new guy getting paid? That's bullshit. Nah, so this like imagine like he's got like Tatum's build, white guy though, and like
still with the boxer.
No. Oof, that'd be terrible. Could you imagine a white dude with that haircut?
Oh no. Illegal.
But he had like early, again, mid 2000s emo hair. So it was that long black flat covering
the face.
Covering half the face. And he always wore a top hat, and he would cut off the sleeves of his shirts, and then he would wear a vest on top of that.
You're talking about Chris Angel?
No, not Chris Angel, but also Chris Angel. I looked up to Chris Angel, looking back at his show. Like I was super into magic back in the day.
I just realized you totally described Chris Angel.
Totally described Chris Angel. But a different white guy that looked the exact same.
Exactly the same.
So when you said top hat, that I don't know why, but my head thought Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That. It was purple, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And like his whole thing was like taking these scrub dudes and like teaching them how to talk to women. But he wasn't actually teaching them how to talk to women. He was teaching them how to like annoy them into like talking to them. And it was an entire show. Like that homie made fat stacks for like a solid 2 years. And then people realized that like it was terrible advice. Quickly sank. But yeah, pickup artist. Throwback.
Still, I need someone to try that move. The rock,
Yo,
scissors.
I need the world to open up so I could try that.
I swear that.
Who did we pick that up from?
From Stiff Stocks.
Stiff Socks?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
No, I had heard that before too.
Michael Blaustein said that. Yeah, on there. I don't know where he got it from. But,
well, there's talking about like dating, like at like bars and stuff, like trying to like meet, like talk to people.
Yeah.
There might not be a more efficient way to get somebody to talk to you than playing rock paper scissors with them.
Just go up. Just.
It's just like you're both at the bar, and then you just like.
Oh shoot! Wait.
What?
Are we doing shoot or not?
1, 2, 3, shoot. It's always 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah. Okay. This is great audio.
But yeah, the idea is like everybody's gonna do exactly what we just did, where it's just like, and then like you win, you're like, ha.
And depending on how that plays off with the person, you can find out a lot about.
Yeah, if they don't play rock paper scissors with you, you can't mess with them. That's important.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's important, but I feel like that's really important.
Yeah. I mean, it's I think that like test is a show of like how you like appreciate time. If someone's like, that's dumb, I don't have time for that, then it's like, oh, then you just don't care about like having fun like at all. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
That's kind of like how, like when I was a drum major.
Yeah.
And I would meet all the new freshmen. I would kind of try and give off like an energetic vibe, and I do an energetic high five with them.
right.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of helps open them up.
Yeah,
open them up
for
quite
sure.
a bit. Like just being out there with them, just straightforward.
Oh no, nothing's better than being like the high five guy. Like
It's a good place to be.
like that's a like I've definitely. Well, my big move when I'm like out like at places like we're hanging out or running around doing nefarious stuff.
Hood rat things with my friends.
Like number one, like the high five. The high five is always good, and then also I'll pull people aside and be like, all right, if I meet a new person, I'll be like, all right, is this guy cool? All right, he's cool. All right, cool. All right, you and me, we're gonna be best friends by the end of the night.
Yeah.
I pulled that move so many times.
Speak that into existence.
And it's like, and it always ends up like me and this person are just hanging out. Like,
yeah. Straight homies.
right. It's like
Every time.
like if you just like go ahead and say it, then boom.
I really like the low nuck. The no look low nuck. Just like, hey. That's it. It feels good.
Yeah.
I don't know why it feels so good. Just like, hey.
It's a good moment of like you and that person.
I honestly thought you were gonna leave them hanging just there.
Oh, I was prepared to, but I was like, oh no, I can't just like.
You can't. You cannot turn down the low nuck.
You cannot.
If you ever turn down the low nuck, you will never get it again.
Because the low nuck is it's an appreciation that both of us know, like we know something happened.
Yeah.
So, but we're not gonna like talk
Like-
about
like-
it. We're just gonna
Be obnoxious about like calling it out. Just like,
yeah. you just know what happened, and you move on. Like that's how you make friends. You just know stuff happens,
Yeah.
and then you keep going. Yeah.
if you get a low nuck with the new guy, then that's when you have the "we're gonna be best friends" conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at.
Okay.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
you gotta have that low nut moment first.
Yeah.
Nah, I go straight for because I'm so like, I don't know, like you're like you can like have a conversation with people with a person like off the bat. I have to I have to sort of figure out like kind of who that person is first and
That's
get
fair.
comfortable with them, and
Yeah.
like you, it's sad, but like using the jump of like, all right, is this person cool? Like that's usually how I get
Nah,
past them.
man, I dig that because like
Because coming up to someone and being like, hi, that's the worst feeling for me ever. I hate that feeling.
yeah, it's a gross feeling.
Yeah. I can't. Any person, male or female, like female even worse, but like, I mean, they're great. I'm not going up to dudes and at a bar and being like, hi, because that'd be just a whole different level of,
Be even worse.
what are you doing?
What are you doing here, dog?
But like going up to I've never hit on a person at a bar before. That sounds like not a good time. But
It's hard, bro.
you know,
Big ups to the homies that do that like every weekend. Like that's mad props. You got. I don't know if you got ego. I don't know what you
can't.
got.
I don't think you or your ego is so like unbruisable that it's just
Yeah.
like
It's mad impressive. It was mad impressive watching that like as a bartender, like on the other side, just watching
someone get picked up,
like watching somebody get picked up or just seeing the same dude just like
bounce.
just about like he'd chill at the bar for like 3 hours and like you would just let the new wave of people come in. He'd see somebody, go up and try to talk to him. If it didn't work out, he'd go back to the end of the bar, post up, continue on. Next wave of people come and like you just go back and forth. I'm just like, that's wild. What was even more fun was like being homies with a hot girl at the corner of the thing who's just like kicking it. Like she's not doing anything. And then like just seeing people like
Just the countless.
come and just get turned down. Every now and then like I would try to like time it to where like a new person would come in and be like, if I was like making her drink, I would purposely like just wait a little bit longer just so I could come up to it like and see what she says to him. And then just see the disdain on his face as he like, oh, all right then.
Can I get you oh, never mind. You already got one.
You already got one. Ugh.
Oh man.
I wonder how much that's gonna change. If that's gonna change. Do you think that comes back?
Like bar culture?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll come back. It'll come back eventually.
Right?
It might not be as like I don't think we'll have like packed bars anymore. Like I don't think places are gonna be packed anymore.
Oh,
I don't think it's gonna be a thing for quite a bit of time.
yeah.
Because I don't think people like want that anymore.
That's fair. Yeah, we talked about this before where it's like not entirely convinced everybody actually enjoyed it. They just did it.
Right.
So now that there's not like
I'm convinced that Black Friday shopping is gonna be all online. Like
yeah.
that's a
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
saying that in my head just like out loud just now was like
So
oh,
just
yeah,
Cyber Monday?
I think a vast majority of it's going to be. They're not going to be like, oh yeah, everyone can pile in our store right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're going to do that, and a lot of people aren't going to do it. So, I say that, but
I mean, there's still
there are people that wait in line for a $50 Nintendo Switch. It's like,
yeah.
I'd wait in line for that.
I would just to have it.
Yeah,
I'd probably end up selling it.
I don't even know if I even want to Switch.
I don't. I don't like Nintendo.
I have one that's like a family one, and like I play Smash Bros on it. That's about it.
It'd be the only thing I would like play on is like Smash Bros, Mario Kart.
I like Mario Kart.
I hate Smash Bros.
Really?
Oh,
I think it's one of the worst
They just added
fighting games.
Steve into the game. Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft Steve. Okay. I was like, who's Steve?
I was like, am I supposed to know that? Yeah, no, I think it's the worst Melee game ever created.
Is it because of like the energy of it, or?
I just think it's a bad format.
What about it?
I don't know. The fact that it's like it's rooted in 5 controls bothers me. Like the fact that
Wait, what do you mean?
like it's
Like the maximum, like
A B toggle bumper. Like that's it.
No, not anymore. Every button does something.
world's changed.
Well,
Is that what I was trying to learn?
excuse me. I don't like that everybody has an up B, a down B.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
all the moves are
like,
the same.
Like all the moves are the same. It's
Yeah,
like
okay.
But every character plays a little different. That's like,
I also acknowledge that. But I don't know.
But you're talking about like
Maybe it's because I didn't grow up with it. And like all the homies in college loved it.
I mean, I didn't grow up with it either. But like, if anyone's like, let's play a party game, I'm like, Smash Bros. Like Smash Bros or Mario Kart. That's what
I'm down for Mario Kart. I'm down for Mario Party. Hate Smash Bros.
Mario Party. I don't like a bunch of mini games. I don't like doing mini games on.
I like mini
I
games.
feel like the energy dies really quick on Mario Party.
Yeah.
Like as soon as one game's over, it's like, all right, what next?
Right. Like.
When Mario Kart, somebody wins, you're like, oh, I want a rematch.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
There's that immediacy.
It
to
is. It is hard to keep the energy up on Mario Party.
Be like playing like Animal Crossing, like in the middle, just like, this is a great party.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm on Xanax right now or something.
So what fighting games do you like? Do you play?
Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
That was my game growing up.
Mortal Kombat at
and
a party?
Tekken.
No, just
in
a
general.
fighting game.
Just like
okay.
fighting game. Like
yeah.
I get the appeal of Smash being like mad people can play at the same time.
Right.
I also think that's mad dumb that there's like 8 people fighting at the same time. It's mad inefficient.
Do you have like a go-to character?
Nah.
Oh yeah.
Probably Captain Falcon maybe.
Okay.
And then I'm tired of kids like hating because they're like, yo, he's mad OP. Shut up, cuz this game's garbage. That's also too like I don't like the como se dice aggressive infatuation that people have with it, with that game.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like one of our for our fraternity, like one of our rush themes was like a Smash like theme.
Same.
Like,
I hated it, dude. I hated it.
Have you ever played Injustice?
Yeah, the game's gangster. Like that game. I like Injustice. I like Mortal Kombat. I like Tekken.
so you perform like I feel like those are like
I like
side scrolling, just like
I like
straight
proper
up,
fighting
like
games.
fighting games.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when and Smash Bros is more like a there's more like with all the items and things like that. It's not really like a fighting game.
It's not.
It's more just like who can play this the cleverest.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like you shouldn't just be able to play with a character
right.
and be good with it. No, it's like you should be able to play
People get like
all the characters.
when you get Pokemon and stuff like that. It's like this isn't a fighting game.
Yeah,
What
man.
you got a
What are we doing?
Pokemon?
What?
I was gonna say there's like an item that you pick up and it pretty much destroys anything on the platform besides the person who put
Right.
it down.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is that fair?
That's what, like it's so
Because when me and my
even
friends
if you
play
turn
it-
the items off, it's just like
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
It's definitely not the most legitimate. Like this is a good like even match. Like
Yeah, I think that's my problem with it. I don't think like the amount of hype people have for that game does not match the quality of the game. I think if people were just like, "Hey, you want to play some Smash right now?" Yeah, man.
but it doesn't need to be. We're having a Smash tournament every night this
Exactly.
week.
I'm just like, nah.
I guess I just haven't experienced that because I think
That's
Smash
fair.
is a pretty cool game.
That's fair. Yeah, you also haven't been to college yet.
College is where it gets bad.
Yeah.
Too many.
Well, because like I played with Ben, and, like, he's going to UMHB, and he says that him and his, like, dorm mates all are, like,
that's how it happens.
You know, it's the most dorm game out there.
Yeah.
Where it's like everyone pile in Kenny's dorm room.
Yep.
We're all gonna play Smash. Like, it's definitely where a lot of people like bonded.
Yeah. And I get that aspect of it, but it's not a good game. Stop saying it is. It's a fun game to do with other people. It's not a good fighting game.
I can imagine just like everyone sitting around like watching Mortal Kombat.
Again,
Not a party game. I get that.
Finish him.
no.
Finish him and eat a pizza roll after.
When I was at a party with my parents' friends, we just finished watching a football game.
Yeah.
Brought out the PS4. We played Mortal Kombat.
You got it.
Specifically for the brutal finishes.
Hell yeah. That is fair.
However, a lot of it was just them button smashing, but you know.
Yeah, you know, that's how it goes.
That's how I play most video games because I'm garbage at video games. I have no.
That's fair.
Like, I didn't grow up playing them, so like people are like, "Here, play Call of Duty." I'm like, man, I played Halo 3 for a couple of months when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
That was kind of it.
And the new Call of Duties. I don't know if you play Call of Duty.
I haven't played them yet. I downloaded Warzone when it first came out.
Oh, I've been playing Warzone. God, it's so much fun.
This is an old man thing, but did the graphics? No, not the graphics. Did the like the side? What do you call those? Like your like on screen, like you got like your map and your like your ammo.
Yeah.
And like all that kind of like. Well,
Your HUD?
sure. Did that get smaller, or is it just me? Because I remember like on, at least on Halo, it was like bigger and more like
it got there's more stuff on it.
There's
now.
more stuff on
So
it.
it had to get smaller, yeah.
It's so like distracting. Like it's so hard to look at. Like
Yeah.
you're trying to read the little letters and it's just like I felt at 60 when I said that, but like
That's fair.
Also, a lot of people are moving more towards, instead of playing their games on big TVs, they're plugging into like monitors.
Yeah.
So you're
right, yeah, much closer to the
much closer, yeah.
Hey, bro. Don't punch the mic, man.
And I agree.
Yeah, I downloaded Warzone. It was cool. Like, it brought me back to the old Call of Duty days. But then, like, I just didn't keep up with it, and now I'm like 7 chapters behind, and it's gonna be like 30 gigabytes of downloading. I'm just like
7 Wait, does this like an episodic?
when they do
thing?
like the new thing with video games, when they're massive, like the massive multiplayer online.
Yeah.
Is like every time there's an update, it's considered a new chapter.
Is that like the whole like Fortnite thing with like stages and like all that?
Yeah.
Except it's Call of Duty. And
Yeah,
it's
except it's Call
a lot better.
Why is everything?
Hey now,
Okay,
I still play Fortnite.
Fortnite was good in its prime. Like, chapter 1 now?
Yeah, it's
Like,
chapter 3.
See, I played chapter
No. What is it? It's season 3, chapter something.
Season.
Yeah.
Sounds like a TV show.
Seasons are the first thing, because I played in when it first came out, I played until like season 5.
Okay.
And that's when it started getting bad, because they added like 30 new things at one time.
Yeah. Well, I actually
completely changed the flow of the game.
I like that there's that freeness of the game. I do understand that a lot of times they miss the mark on it, but the fact that it's like every chapter, every season, there's like a new weapon that's coming in. There's a new, the map constantly changes, and there's just stuff like that. Like, that's cool compared to like what we grew up on with like Halo, where it's like
you mastered like getting through the campaign as quick as possible.
It's either the campaign or if you did the online,
Yeah.
it was like you have one of 12 maps.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and then people would do like stupid stuff like in the maps and all kinds of.
Yeah, take me back to Halo. Halo 3.
I miss
the best games out there, man.
When I played Fortnite, though, I got way too into it.
That's fine, dude. I got way too into it over quarantine.
Like it was a problem.
Destroyed controllers and
oh boy.
like
See, I've never
trying to get victory royales like every other match.
See, that sounds like I don't want. Like,
I never got that white rage.
Like, I don't need to get to that point. Like, when you're
That's what I stopped playing video games for a while, probably like 2-3
call.
years. I just recently slowly started getting back into it, and still I don't like only really like playing with friends because I can keep myself down when I'm with friends.
That's fair.
Like, I don't need to be sitting in my apartment just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, it's a game.
I stopped gaming. Like, I purposely like stopped gaming for a while because there was a kid that we were with that was like that. I was like, I'm just not. I'm not down. I'm not down to play with you, bro. You're a mess, and I need you to get it together. It's just a video game. It's gonna be alright.
Talking about Rosewood.
No. Rosewood's actually mad chill about it.
Oh, okay.
At least with Fortnite, like he plays that Dota game, which I don't understand. Dota 2.
Oh yeah.
Mad nerd.
Yeah.
Mad nerd game. But
Dota and isn't Diablo like a big like
Diablo 3
like
is
it's
a big
super
one.
hard and
Yeah.
people are like rage quit.
League of Legends, all those mad nerdy.
I just never got into. I mean, granted, my parents didn't like. I don't know if that was like a thing your parents had to get you to get into it, because my parents didn't get me that stuff. So it was just like, okay, Power Rangers, and then I got into anime. Then something happened. I don't remember high school. What I was into. I just watched like TV instead of playing games.
Yeah, I mostly watched TV. I was into origami for a while.
Right.
For a long while. Magic tricks, card tricks. Dancing.
Magic tricks.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Dude, I love card tricks.
The problem with problem that I have with card tricks is that what do you like once you fooled everybody, like is that the satisfaction?
Yeah.
I don't find satisfaction in fooling people. That's probably why I'm just like,
it's mad satisfying. What was that noise?
The monitor.
Did it get shut off or something, or did it?
No, it was a Discord.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Discord.
That too, I feel mad nerdy.
You know,
that's a thing now. Yeah.
No, I heard like a kid, like a normal kid.
Yeah.
Say they were on a Discord. They were talking on a Discord server.
Apparently, Discord is like one of the most popular thing to like.
Once I got it now, like it is pretty convenient, but it's also just mad nerdy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man.
However, I think it's going to be the new thing, because I don't know if you saw or not, but PlayStation did an update where whenever you do a party chat and stuff, they record and log your voice. And so a lot of people have already been banned.
Damn.
Because of stuff they say, because they're trying to, I guess they're trying to track down on cyberbullying, but...
Bro, let it, man.
And apparently Xbox is about to do it too, so I think Discord's about to be the biggest
platform.
Yeah. I might have to look see if they have a stock.
Did you ever play Call of Duty back in the day?
Yes, I played what was the one with
Modern Warfare?
Modern Warfare
2? Yeah.
No, I played the one that had it was
Black Ops?
Black Ops, yeah, because it had zombies and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yo, you know about those servers?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, that was bananas, bro.
Dude,
just like
the things go down.
16 dudes like in pregame and just everybody yelling at each other. And that was before, oh my God.
Or they have the after kill, like you kill somebody and you can hear their mic for 2 seconds after you kill them. And you can hear them.
Dude, mad aggressive.
I would.
The least PC server in the history.
Are those available online?
Yo.
Oh yeah, you can see.
I would love to see some of those, because people just let everything fly off.
Everything
man.
just go out
dude,
no.
It was wild.
Just people letting out every single word they knew.
Yeah, a little 12-year-old kid just like.
See, it's crazy how young, like
We were back then, yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah,
like,
yo, I don't know, bro.
Who gets 12 and is like, I have an insane amount of rage in me? Like,
it's the white rage, bro. It's what white kids do. No disrespect, but you're proving it.
Yeah.
I don't know a color.
But I learned how to control it.
I'm not saying you did it, but I'm just
Like
saying
the-
like there's something about white kids and video games where y'all throw shit. I never had a black friend do that. Never had a Latin friend do that. Like in 2K, like I've seen, black friends be like, man,
yeah.
just like kind of like toss on the floor, but like, and chuck it out the wall. That's white people thing. It is. It's, I don't make the rules.
Don't wait. Oh.
It's just an observation. It's not rooted in pure science.
Nothing you say
That's
is
not
Nothing
even
I say
with
is
video
rooted in
games
pure
though.
science. Huh?
That's not even with video games though. Like white people who have it like mad rage.
Yeah.
Like
White people just angry. I don't
like
understand why.
I don't got that, but like there was one time I was at a swim meet and like I beat a dude. Like I got first place.
Yeah.
Or I think it was a relay, but the entire team was just like punching the wall.
Yeah.
I was like,
I don't understand what white people mad about.
You gotta be mad about something.
But
Everyone's gotta be mad about something. If you can't find anything to be mad about, you just punch a wall. That's man, my life's great.
nothing about my childhood's been difficult.
You just gotta get that anger out somehow. Some people get it out through gangbanging. Some people get it out through. I'm just gonna throw. Okay.
I've only ever been loved and supported my entire life. Mom and Dad just bought me this new controller. Bah!
I want a wireless one. Yeah,
Man.
that's what happens there.
my little brother has been through like 20 different.
Bro, you ain't getting one.
Jeez, I'm beat.
You ain't getting another one. That's parenting pro tip. You break it, you buying the next one.
Yeah, that's a.
That's pretty much how it was when I was first playing. If I broke a controller, I had to wait till Christmas.
Yeah. That's
Pretty much.
fine. I'll accept that.
I had to use the broken controller if the trigger didn't work.
Right, yeah.
Could aim down my gun.
Like if you broke it, that's broke.
You get your birthday or you get Christmas. You can't get a controller on each one, but you can get one on one. Choose wisely.
Yeah. Like
Or just don't break it.
or just don't like my dad's big thing was like don't be destructive.
Yeah.
Like I think having a dad that told that to me so much as a kid made me like not
Mad calm.
it's just like
Mad passive about everything.
well not mad passive, just like I'm just like I just don't want to break stuff. Like
That's fair.
when I see people like breaking stuff, I'm like like the whole thing of like Kyles that are like punching through drywall and stuff like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? Like that's not what that's for. It's drywall. Don't.
That's meant to keep the outside from the inside.
It's not meant to punch Kyle. Stop.
You just put a hole that allows the outside to get inside. You defeat the purpose of the wall, Kyle.
I like the what's that? I was looking at this one day. It was like rich kids on like Instagram, or no, it was like rich kids on like Snapchat. They were like destroying iPhones and stuff like that. It's just like I don't have that need in me to be like, or that. There's that one thing of like people like over like a building like dangling a phone, like I'm like, dude.
Why?
Or when they dangle their bodies over it, I'm just like,
Well, that's because they're Russian and they don't care about life.
Oh, that's like the people who like the rooftop jumping.
Yeah. They just built different. Russians built different.
No, not even Russians. Just like people in New York.
yeah, they're just
They're all Russian to me. All Russian.
you stand on the top of a building, you're Russian to Marcus.
Because Russians are the crazy people and they don't care about life like the rest of us.
To all of our Russian listeners, I'm sorry.
I'm making mad wide generalizations right now.
We're not going to get any listeners in Russia now.
Hey, bro. I don't know if Putin's letting this get over there.
Oh, no, it won't. This is too...
You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's not their fault. When you got...
Go on this. I need to hear this.
When you got... Who was the dude before?
Mikhail Gorbachev. No, I'm kidding.
Sini? What's...
I genuinely don't know.
Who is... Can one of y'all look it up?
Like before...
Who was the dictator before Putin?
What is it? What's the Russian? Is he a prime minister?
Sure.
Or is he?
I don't know.
I know there was some Russian dude who like killed 300 million people.
Yeah.
Stalin.
Thank you.
Oh, is that who you were thinking of?
Yeah.
Oh, you. I went
the
back
other
to
Russian guy.
Lenin, Stalin, Gorbachev. Like,
I don't know. You know, I have a very loose understanding of history.
I have a bad. That's my Jeopardy category. That I'm bad at is like is European leaders. I don't know, but you at least know Stalin. I mean, you can go back as far as like Ivan the Terrible. Like that's
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying.
Which is
those people.
Side note, that's the coolest name ever.
Ivan the Terrible. Yeah, I get behind that.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Continue about Russians. On Russians.
On Russians.
Definitely the episode title.
All right. So when your history is rooted by people just ruining your life and stripping the civility away from you, you're gonna be built a little different.
Yeah.
You know, all the Istans, like the Dagestans, Pakistan, all those people built differently because they've been constantly in
I've never
war.
heard the Istans before. I've heard stands. I've never heard Istans.
It's the Istans. They built different. Russians built different.
It's not Istans. Because you got like Kazakhstan, Kazakh.
It's got the K before the I, but it's still there.
Kazakhstan.
Istan, you know.
Which I didn't know that
Again,
meant,
wide brush, dog. Wide brush.
I didn't know that meant state of. So it's like Kazakhstan is like the state of the Kazakhs. Pakistan is the state of the Pakis.
For real?
Yeah. State of.
Did you know that?
No.
Okay, cool.
The more you know.
Huh. That's
If-
wild.
If you don't know the native language of Pakistan, let me tell you. It's Urdu.
Oh, I knew that. Urdu?
Yeah.
What's what's Dagestan? Daggy people?
I don't. The Doggies? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Huh.
I don't like to make generalizations because it's like
That's fair.
That's when people talk about like Africa. And they're
That's
just
what I
like,
do.
Africa, like that's a continent. Don't just say Africa. Like
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you can't just say Africa.
you can't.
I don't know. Just for future reference. I'm not saying that you would say
Africa
that.
for what?
Just like,
I'm going to Africa for the summer.
What?
yeah, you can't say that. But a lot of white people do. A lot of people do.
I'm not saying that because I'm
wanna
black.
chop-
I'm saying that because like it's a freaking continent.
You're just objectively
If I was
wrong.
white, I'd be saying the same thing.
That's fair. You're right. A lot
Going
of
to
people
North
just like,
America.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like
go
taking
to
a casual
USA.
trip to Asia.
yeah, but that's what they do, though. That's a real thing.
I'm going to Asia.
Yeah, I'm going to Asia. There's 59 countries in Asia.
Literally,
We all know what you're talking about.
Literally the largest like continent. You're just
Yeah.
like just going to. But yeah, Russians. I don't.
They're built different, man. I stand by what I said. It sounds heartless, but just like legitimately, like when, like, in a good light, all the like strongman competitions,
Yeah.
all those dudes coming from like, not Sweden. What's the other place that's mad cold?
Norway.
Yeah, like they're coming
Finland?
from
Yeah.
that area. You know why? That's where Vikings came from.
Scandinavia.
Yeah. Of course, they're gonna be 7 feet tall,
Yeah.
300 pounds.
Right.
Yeah. That's what their history is. Russian history is just like...
The current world's strongest man, though, is from U.S.
Yeah.
Brian Shaw.
Shout out. Represent. Those damn Nordics took it away from him.
Is that the most intimidating accent, Russian? What's the most intimidating and what's the least intimidating? I think I have mine, but I want to hear yours.
German, mad intimidating.
Depending on the German you're talking to.
That's fair. I'm gonna go just because it's like recency bias.
Yeah.
But
are you talking about Hitler or are you talking?
Jesus.
It's not that recent. It was 80 years. 80 years. Wow, that's a long time.
That is a long time.
Almost 80 years.
Khabib Nurmagomedov, homie fighting this weekend.
Okay.
He's from Dagestan, and like the deadpan when he's speaking his native tongue is like part of it. Again, like I said, those people build differently because they've been in constant war for like ever.
Right.
So he just like yells at you without like yelling, and it's terrifying.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem with like
the least is 100% French.
French.
Mad soft.
Really.
Ain't nothing hard coming from France.
I mean, if you say the right thing in French, I think it can be like French is a very slippery tongue to me. It's very like snake like.
When you talk in cursive, you can't be hard.
Oh my God.
You can't be hard, bro.
Talking. Oh, that got me. Yeah. Well, no. You know what? Weird side note. I've been watching the show The Boys on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
The show was difficult. Like,
for real.
So I saw someone's face get torn off. Like, it's a hard, and they don't show they don't be it like, oh, his face is getting torn off on off camera. No, it's on camera. Like, it's like, hey, everyone look. Wild. Yeah, it's a hard show to watch. But there's a character on there. He's like they call him Frenchie. He's just a French guy, and he like always has on like whenever he's like on screen. There's always like French like rap like playing over.
Okay.
It's some good stuff from France.
That's cool.
Some cool French rap.
It's not hard.
There's definitely like if you say le and you can't say le, it'd be like it's no.
There's too many soft vowels in French.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like even when you're angry, when you got soft vowels. Yeah.
Yeah. No. To me, the most intimidating accent is the Russian accent.
Okay.
There's nothing either Russian or like Ukrainian, where it's like a little bit more like folksy.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the kind of like that's the kind of people that I think like, oh, you're gonna straight up like you're gonna murder me and no one's gonna know about it.
Yeah.
Like that's the and then the least intimidating, New Zealand. You always want to hang out with a person from New Zealand. You don't want to not hang out with them.
That's fair.
Like,
I don't think that like as in like a intimidating, not intimidating type deal. That's just like cool people.
I mean, even if like someone was like trying to get in a fight with me in like New Zealand, I'd be like, "Oi, you trying to get in a fight?" Like, I'm terrible at accents, but like
that was a terrible accent.
I know. It's like I'm not intimidated by that.
I'm more intimidated of that than French folk.
French is I don't know. I
What you got?
most intimidating, least intimidating.
I mean, I don't really put much thought into it.
Well, neither have we. I came up with that on the fly.
Same.
I definitely agree with you. I think most intimidating would be like Russian.
Yeah.
Least intimidating, I'd say like a French or British accent.
British is a
It's not intimidating. It's mad goofy though.
Yeah, like a Cockney accent
Yeah.
is very like very visceral. Like it can be, but it's also the goofiest like of the
Mad
accents.
goofy.
Like, oh, it's Irish? No, Irish isn't.
I was
like
thinking Irish would probably be one too.
For is or isn't intimidating?
Least.
I don't know, man.
I think like Irish, yes. Scottish, no. If someone's Scottish and wants to intimidate me, yeah, they're gonna intimidate me. If someone's like, "Oi," I'm not gonna try to do an accent again.
Yeah.
You can be Scottish and like kind of like it's the drawing out of the words. I think any accent where you draw out words, Russian, like what did you say?
Dagestan.
Yeah, like any language like that. Where
Oh, you say Scottish is more intimidating than Irish?
yeah.
Nah. Scottish mad goofy.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming from short white people, dude. Mad goofy.
No. You're thinking of Irish.
Nah.
The Irish are the leprechauns.
Yeah.
Yeah, Irish are short and thin.
Yeah, and Scots are fat and wide. Like they eat haggis and they're like
Yeah.
it's getting towards like the Scandinavian people. They're
Nah, I think it's mad soft. There's no Scottish gangsters in New York at any point in time.
I was like, dude,
Irish mob ran stuff for a hot minute.
there's the
If you got a mob or if you got a gang, you're hard. Like your people are more hard than the people not.
I'm not scared of Italians. I'm just gonna say that.
Beat you with a breadstick.
You beat me with a breadstick and leave a fish in my bed? Why so much food? You're wasting food. It's a grouper. Cook it. Poison me with it. Come on, man. Don't. That was a prized horse.
I stand corrected.
What?
I still think they're more hard than French people, but yeah, Italian's pretty soft.
What is a Australian?
I'm going with New Zealand with them again. Like they're not intimidating, but they're not intimidating.
I would say they. I wouldn't. Nah, I was gonna say they would care the least about people's feelings, but I feel like that's still Russians. But
That's right.
Yeah, they don't not care about feelings there.
They'll just straight up tell you what they're thinking.
Right. Yeah. There's no filter, and like a lot of the podcasts I listen to are Australian podcasts, and that's a weird thing how I got into that. But like there's just it's just a good time always.
Yeah.
I'm not intimidated by a good time. It's like don't scare me. Like if you're listening to a Russian podcast,
Like they go out of their way to insult people. Australians just say what they're thinking.
Right.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
would that be a good way to like harden yourself mentally? Is to like listen to like a Russian listen to a Russian podcast. We should do this entire podcast in Russian.
Nah,
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can't even fake it.
Nope.
I'm gonna attempt.
I don't do accents. I know I'm bad at them.
Oh, me too.
Me too.
I try them. I try them.
I try them in my head. Then I see it's gonna go bad, and then I stop.
I have the thing of like I watch it come out, and I'm like, no, back in, no, don't do that, don't.
Oh, no.
Like, why is my Irish so like Latin? Like, why does it go so hot? That wasn't intended to be an accent, but like it never like we had to sing in a Irish we were singing Loch Lomond.
Oh, I love that song.
Like and we had to sing with an Irish kind of accent. I enjoyed it, but every time like if I can only sing in an accent. I can't.
That's fair.
I can't talk in an accent.
That's fair.
Harder.
That's a good tune, Loch Lomond.
It's good.
I did a choir arrangement of it when I was in choir. And then for my arranging project, I arranged it for full band based off of the choir arrangement. It was dope. Mad, like syncopated towards the end.
You got to.
Yeah.
It was such a syncopated melody.
Just that tail end. Did you see the same one when it's like die,
Die, die, die, die, die, die, die, die. Of course, you're singing the bass part, and I'm singing. I'm singing the tenor part. Yeah. Yeah. That was such a. I miss that.
That was a good tune. I miss choir. I do. I miss singing.
It sounds bad. I miss like having a good time as a musician. Like doing that in choir and then like playing in like basketball band. Like
dude, I miss basketball.
I was talking with Ben about that the other day. I was like, man, I just miss like just going like stupid on an instrument. Like,
yeah.
Now I gotta play with a good tone and like sitting in a band.
Just doing examples and.
Yeah, like doing. I mean, like even in the bands I play, I'm just like play with a nice sound. And don't mess it up. Like
that's one thing I miss the most about being drum major. Is just blasting.
Right.
At pep rallies.
Gosh,
I know it was probably bad because I'm sure like me and Dominic would overpower the entire band, but because I still hear Dominic overpowering the band.
He does.
That was
He's got such a full tone.
That was one thing. Me and my buddies from high school, we were called the Power Trio. So me and two other alto players. It was always on the tune "Holiday." We would stand up on the bleachers. We were like, all right, Ethan, let's go. And we would play as loud as possible. And like our band director at one point, over the entire like Allen band was like, Evan, Nathan, Ethan, stop. You're like, okay.
Got it, coach.
And I missed his like playing like awfully.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Basketball band was the jam.
Gosh.
Just making stuff up.
Can I heckle at the Temple football games? Is that a thing?
Can they do that?
We do what?
Do people heckle at high school football?
What is that?
Oh well, no.
Heckle?
Yeah, like
talk shit.
Be like, hey, that was bad. You should feel bad. Like screaming that though, like
in the stands?
Yeah.
Like towards the game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people do it all the time.
Like.
Oh yeah, I don't hear the crowd from them.
Not really.
Somebody will mess up, and you always hear somebody from the crowd like, "Get the fuck off this."
Jesus. I miss the "You suck" chant.
Oh.
You suck. You suck. It's just powerful. Especially in a basketball gym. Just being right there. Felt good.
At the Conference Cove game,
Oof.
I don't know if y'all probably didn't go to it, huh?
No.
There was a massive offensive lineman on the Cove. Like 6'10", probably about 350. Just
biggin'.
Massive. Well, he got injured.
Oof.
And everybody on the Temple side was like, who's going to carry him to the sideline?
Those trainers ain't doing it. Those girls.
It's funny because they came over there, and I'm pretty sure that was the conversation they had with him.
They were like, man, we didn't have a contingency plan for this.
They pick him up, and then they're like, nah, man, we're gonna sit you here, and we're gonna wait till you get this figured out.
Like, who was the guy? Like, can you imagine that little like? I just want to see like a 2-minute sketch of that side conversation. Like, are you gonna tell him? I'm not gonna tell him. I can't pick him up. He's 400 pounds. How are we supposed to do that? We are 3 people.
I'm the size of his leg. What are we doing?
It's gonna take 8 of us. This isn't gonna work.
Yeah, dude, I'm just imagining the trainers for us and just like these little like 5'2", 5'3" girls like running out there just like, hey, you want some water? Pour some water. I need help.
You just got the wind knocked out of him when he's trying to...
Just squeeze some water. Starts choking.
But yeah, that dude was huge.
I remember Cody telling me about that kid, and he said he was like, I don't know if he's good, but he's like 6'10", so
he's gonna go to, just because of his size, he's gonna go to college.
Yeah, of course, man. You're 6'10".
You're
monster.
Monstrous.
I mean, there was a lot worse things people were saying about whenever he got injured, but I don't think it would be very appropriate.
That's fair. That's fair. It's good to know. I wish.
Yeah, you ought to come sit in the away stands for one of the games.
Maybe one day. Go wear like a hood.
Yeah, just.
No, I'm not a teacher.
I'm just hanging.
I'm just hanging out. You suck.
Just say obscene. Because I don't know if that's like a thing of like it's like it's high school football.
Yeah.
Like they're kids.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like,
And that's how I thought it was too. And then because I was in band, I was never in the
Right,
stands.
yeah,
And now I've
yeah.
been in the stands. The crowd even makes fun of the player, like our players.
okay.
Rough. Badass.
Like somebody must have catched them, or like they'll either diss the quarterback or just the catcher.
Yeah. No, I wish every sport was like hockey in the sense of chirping.
Chirping?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like the players talking mess about the people on the ice.
Oh.
Like the entirety of Letterkenny is based off of that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's have you ever seen like hockey players chirp at other players?
Mm-hmm.
It's so like when they're good, it's so because there's no downtime.
They're just throwing burn after
Yeah,
burn
it's just
after
like
burn.
it's just like, hey, 88, you built like a stick. Yeah, 88, you built like a log. Yeah, 88, what are you doing out there? And it's just like, just this constant, just like
It's just barrage.
berating it, like one player, and you just like, usually like the players are just like, yeah, okay. Then like 2 minutes later, just non-stop. What? Shut up! Ah!
See, meanwhile, like in basketball, you like can't stand up.
Yeah.
Like, man, that'd be so. How do you focus in a game? Like, if someone's like constantly just.
I don't know. Brought up a good point. I was listening to Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Golf is bullshit.
It's not a sport.
I'm convinced that golf and baseball are nothing. Like,
I will give them that professionals are athletes. I will give them that.
if you can wear pants and play a sport, it's not a
For
sport.
golf or baseball?
For either one, I will give that to them because there is a science behind golf, and you need to study it. And I feel like that qualifies you as an athlete.
I feel like golf is more of a, I don't even know what you'd call it.
But now,
It's like a chess game.
yeah, that's fair. Again, I don't believe it. I'm gonna give it to them.
It's all so based on like chance though too. There's no like.
Not really.
I mean, there's like
But
strategy.
this is the reason
but,
why.
like,
This is the reason why golf is bullshit. Do you know what getting clubs fitted means?
No.
It means that we ain't gonna fix your swing.
We're gonna fix your clubs.
We gonna give you the clubs that like if you're shanking it to the right, we gonna give you clubs to where when you shank it to the right, it ends up going straight. Knock number one, bullshit.
Yeah.
Knock number two.
It'd be like a basketball that's like shaped like
Yeah.
like oh yeah
Right,
we
no
put
matter-
we put a weird curve in this one so whenever you take a shot it won't go straight anymore, it'll go a little bit left.
Yeah. Second thing. At a basketball game, when you go up for your free throws, there's 20,000 people in the stadium yelling at you,
Right.
telling you suck and you gon' miss.
I like what
Now
you're
at golf, when you're going up to putt, everybody's required to shut up. And if you say something, you're the devil.
oh man.
And people still miss putts.
Right. Like all
Bullshit.
that. I mean, that's the two sides of like pressure, I guess. Like, do you go like full like everyone's screaming, or do you go like dead silence? Like,
Yeah.
that's too.
There is a whole.
I feel like the loud crowd would actually be less pressure.
I mean, it definitely is.
Because when everybody's quiet, there's no other conversations that people are listening to. It's because people gotta have their mind focused on something. Now everybody's.
Yeah, like,
I mean,
like
it-
everyone's watching.
It
your
depends
putt.
on who you are as a person. But like in the aspect of fighting, again, as you know, that's like my main sport. Like some people, it's like they need the 20,000 people screaming like when they land a good hit to be like, ha, game on, son.
Right.
And then they keep going at it. But then there's people that like get mad nervous with like people screaming at them, and now that there's no crowds, they're like, just like, oh, this is just like training. All right, crack, drops them. Right. So I mean, it depends on the focus, but
Right.
Those are my 2 points against golf. It's bullshit.
I'm just convinced that if you want to play a sport and you're gonna wear pants during that sport, it's not a sport. Like, don't. When people are like, marching band's a sport, like, it's hard. I'm not saying
it's 50-50.
I'm not saying it's not hard, like, because it definitely is. But don't like.
I think it gets. What gets convoluted is the person participating an athlete or not.
Right. Okay.
Right. Because I would argue that 8 minutes, like no other sport requires you to go 8 minutes straight.
Right. Yeah. Non-stop. Like you're playing an instrument and like moving
Right.
and stuff like that. Yeah. It's
So like there is a level of athleticism that is required of you
yes.
in marching band.
Is there a element of athleticism that is required in golf? Maybe.
Oh, there is, only because I've like been taught like how to swing, like the amount, because it's like it's one of those things where it's like you have to have full control of your body while also being relaxed.
You know what's a better point? If you can eat during your sport, that's not a sport. You can eat during golf. You can eat while playing baseball. If people are in,
I got one even better than you. if you can smoke a cigar,
yes, like while literally playing, you're like literally up to bat
the entire time.
Like,
well, see, that's why I'm saying like baseball, you can't do that. You used to. Again, I'm not a big fan of baseball, but I will give that to them that there is only one level of athleticism in baseball, and that is hitting the ball. Everything after that is a learned skill.
I feel like hitting the ball is kind of like you were saying with golf. It's almost really a chance.
Because like you work on that swing, but like
you
at the same
work on the
time,
swing, but just like
it's still amazing.
in the majors of like 100 mile, like it's something like 90 feet
Yeah.
from not 90 feet, it's less than that. Can you look up what it is?
Sure, distance from the
box to
mound
mound.
to the
Yeah. So there's X amount of feet from you and the pitcher. He's throwing heat at 100 miles an hour. You have to then assume 60 feet.
60 feet and 6 inches.
That's not far at all. Why do so many people suck at opening pitch? Jesus Christ. All right. Anyways.
I mean, 60 feet. That's a distance. 20 yards. That's
No.
I mean, it's not like forever, but it's still like
No.
like accuracy from 20 yards.
No.
I don't know.
I'm not saying I'm throwing it in the box every single time, but I'm getting it
I'm just thinking like
down there.
like basketball wise, like how far is like the 3-point line? 35, I think.
Something like that, yeah. But anyways, the mathematical approach and the anticipation you have to have from the time that he's like winding up to throw the ball, you are already in
22
mid swing, and you're hoping that like it connects.
Yeah.
Like there is some level of athleticism to that. After that, it's just
What about that hard sprint? Like,
yeah. You just have to have a good 40.
yeah, that's true. Like,
That's it.
Yeah, it's just a short sprint.
Right, yeah.
Like this is what I'm saying. The baseball IQ, to me, like if somebody is more into baseball, but as an outside
yeah.
person, the only time what the baseball IQ is in the batter's box and on the mound. Everything after that is reaction time
Right.
and speed.
like
that's it.
If you're just waiting for stuff like in the outfield, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, well, there's that whole. This is the one part of baseball. When I first heard this stat, I was like, oh, that's why I don't like that sport. They only like the playing time of a baseball, like actual like when the ball's in play is only like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
For like a 3-hour game.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, that's not like I'm used to playing soccer where it's just nonstop
90 minutes straight ahead.
like
yeah.
I mean there's like a half, but like the half's not that long.
No, I get that and that's what I rank my level of sports based on the IQ that is required to participate in that sport.
Not on like the sheer like
No, because again, you can work your 40 up. You can work like dunking is not like that's a learned skill.
yeah.
But understanding how to execute a pick and roll effectively and getting a jumper 3,
That's a learned skill too.
that's a learned skill. But just like seeing it in motion.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like understanding like if you do this, you're
Right.
gonna set homeboy up to
Right.
allow him to do the pick. Like there is the constant flow of like if I do this, you do this, and if you don't do that, then I got to do this, and then it's like that's what I'm talking
Meanwhile
about.
in golf there's 10 minutes of just the wind going
That's what I'm saying.
20
Football IQ, the quarterback.
Every
Sit-
player knowing every single
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Sitting in the
yeah.
shotgun, blitz happens, the entire play collapses. The QB then has to figure out how to scramble,
Right, yeah.
get out of the pocket. The wide receivers have to
like reroute.
see that the play has now
Right.
folded, have to run a different route.
That was my like hardest thing when like anytime playing football with like people with friends because I didn't play it like in school. It was always like every time I would be like, oh, that happened, like the play like collapsed. You're just like, oh,
Oops.
I didn't even. I was. They just said run, so I was like, it's like all right, I'll go wide.
Yeah, and that's why I think fighting requires the highest level of
I
IQ.
said go wide. just heads.
I was gonna
just
go-
heads
I don't know
sideline.
about the highest, but I'd say it's way up there.
Huh?
I don't know about fighting being the highest, but I'd say it's way up there.
I can't think of something that requires a more consistent level of IQ. Because again, it's 5 minutes straight for up to 5 rounds. So you have up to 25 minutes of like constant interaction of like being turned on and like knowing that homie on the other side of you is trying to kill you. And you're trying to not only trying to prevent him from killing
Right.
you, but you are also then trying to kill him.
And again, that's a metric of what exactly? Like you're saying,
That's the like fighter IQ.
no, I'm saying like that. Like, so if you're ranking your sports, like what are you calling
I equate athleticism
to IQ?
So there's the IQ
Yeah.
of the sport, the athleticism, and then the learned skill.
Okay,
Right? Because you could learn how to throw a jab.
right.
Not that hard. Set up, rotate from the hips. Make sure you keep it like right.
Yeah.
Like the base level of that is not difficult.
Basics. Yeah.
But the fighter IQ of like how to effectively use my jab to keep homeboy at distance, or like Izzy Adesanya who learned how to throw a jab while throwing a kick behind it because like he's been setting up this jab the entire time, so they're used to like blocking
Yeah.
forward, and then they have their face like opened up for a head kick. Like that's IQ. That's like a higher level of athleticism.
Or like
That requires more from you as like a person.
Right. Okay.
like the understanding of knowing that if I do this, like a certain combo, I'm gonna get hit, but I have the opportunity to
To
hit
set
them
something up.
Okay.
Exactly.
even harder.
Exactly.
That makes sense. I mean, I think there's. I'm not saying that fighting isn't like a. I just think like when I think of like athleticism, I think of like sheer like work, like I'm talking like scientifically, like the sheer work that you're pulling off. I don't know if maybe it is. I don't know.
If again, I'm gonna say it's still fighting because you have 6 to 10 week training camp of building up the learned skills, building up your athleticism, doing the weight training, and building up your cardio, and then you have 15 to 25 minutes to execute that thing. And it's not like another sport where you could do it next weekend. Like 9 times out of 10.
Okay, yeah.
Like you're
training for that
damaged enough
right.
to where you need a month off. And like the difference in like video.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like fighters don't like take like
if a fighter fights 3 times a year, mad impressive. Anything more than that is crazy.
Everyone in the NBA would just shut off this podcast.
Yeah. But like, and that's the difference. It's like there is so for me, basketball requires a higher level of athleticism because you do have like 5 games back to back to back to back. But it's a different level of athleticism because it's like it's just cardio based.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
There's no
physical damage.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing like Jimmy Butler did in Game 5, there's a physical toll where he plays 46 minutes and 34 seconds of a 48-minute game.
Right.
Like, yeah, all right. But there's just like I don't know. For whatever reason, I'm able to compartmentalize levels of athleticism, and that's what I judge the sport on. I don't know.
This episode has been the weirdest one.
Mad weird. And you know what? It started with you asking, has your past self is helping you out or not? And we never got back to that. But that's okay.
We never answered that question.
Thanks for sticking with us. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Y'all the realists. As always, appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you, new guy Kris, and everybody that stayed with us all the way to the ends. Love y'all. Make sure you guys keep showing us love and sharing the word with all the homies. Peace.